Silence was always his favorite weapon. Not neutral, ordinary, everyday silence, but the heavy silence. The accusing silence, the suffocating silence, the kind of silence that leaves no room to breathe, that makes the whole house feel too small, that turns even the air into a threat. And for a long time, that silence destroyed me from the inside out. He didn't need to yell. He didn't need to break anything. All he had to do was look away, turn his face, and let that emptiness take over the room. I always gave in to the silence, always, because when he did that, my body learned how to disappear a little more each time. But that day, the day my voice came back, even if timidly, the silence didn't have the same effect. It was as if suddenly it had lost its weight. I was in the bedroom, sitting on the edge of the bed, when I heard his footsteps moving back and forth through the house. He was irritated, I knew it. I always knew. The rhythm of his steps always revealed more than any words ever did. And then it came, the silence. That moment when he stopped walking, stopped sighing loudly, stopped calling my name. The signal, the pause before the storm. For years, that pause destroyed me, but this time it didn't. My heart raced, of course. My body felt the memory of fear. My stomach tightened the way it always had. But beneath all of that, something different was happening. It was as if an invisible layer had formed between me and that silence. As if my voice, the one that had returned, was standing between me and what used to crush me. I took a deep breath. The air came in shaky, but it came in. He was standing in the living room. I knew it. I felt his presence. I felt when he crossed his arms, when he sighed loudly. When he made that gesture, he always used to shrink me without saying a single word. And the silence began to spread through the house like fog. But I didn't shrink. I stayed right there, feet firm on the floor, hands resting on my legs, my whole body alert but not submissive. It was strange. Even stranger was realizing that I didn't need to escape the silence. I could exist inside it. For the first time, I felt that the silence wasn't bigger than me. I stood up, slowly, without shaking, without asking fear for permission. My body obeyed me, not terror. I left the bedroom. The hallway felt longer than before, but I walked anyway. Each step was a small act of resistance. Each step whispered inside me, I am not the same anymore. When I turned into the living room, he was there, standing, still, his face rigid, jaw tight, that look that always waited for me to give in. He didn't speak. Neither did I. The silence stood between us like an old enemy. But this time, I faced it, not with defiance, not with exaggerated courage, but with presence. A presence of mind that he didn't recognize. He raised an eyebrow, as if to say, well? I stayed where I was, and in that instant, something inside me loosened. I realized that the silence had never been about me. Never personal, never real. It was just another attempt at control, a tactic, a trick. And the moment I understood that, the silence lost its power. It lost, not because I won, but because I stopped playing his game. His silence didn't crush me. It didn't shrink me. It didn't swallow me. I stood there, breathing, whole present, without apologizing, without inventing explanations, without rushing to fill the emptiness. And something changed on his face, quickly, subtly, almost imperceptibly, but I saw it. It was surprise. It was discomfort. It was fear. He was afraid of my silence. For the first time. And when I realized that, a deep sensation, warm, solid, almost sacred, spread through my chest. His fear no longer ruled me. Neither did his silence. Neither did he. I finally existed there, in the same space that before only had room for fear. And existing was the beginning of my freedom. If this chapter resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and become part of the Notebook of Courage. Your presence matters here, and be sure to watch the next video in the next section or the next series. where this journey continues from surviving silence to choosing freedom, one conscious step at a time.